Hello, I'm Leslie Bergstrom, Oregon School District Superintendent. Many thanks to those of you who were able to join us virtually for the October 12th board meeting. The board members and the administrative team had a lengthy and productive discussion on the school plan update. But for those of you who were not able to attend the 4-hour meeting, I wanted to make sure you had a condensed version that included all of the important information. As you know, the ultimate goal we all share, is to get our students back to school. We're planning and preparing now so that when it's safe to do so, we're ready. The pictures on the screen serve to remind us of what school could and should look like. However, with the 6 feet of physical distancing requirement, our next step in bringing students back to school will be a hybrid model, similar to what our students in K2 are currently experiencing. For those of you who have students in grades 3 through 12, I wanted to give you some information on what the next steps will look like for them. As the numbers in Dane County continue to decline, our next phased restart group to enter school will be the grade band for 3-5. They will have schedules that look very much like our K2 students, either a morning session or an afternoon session, 4 days a week, with all of the health and safety procedures that have already been developed as part of our phased restart plan for students in grades K2. Grade 6, in our school district configuration, grade 6 is connected to the elementary schools. Consequently, their schedule will be similar to the students in K5. They will either have an AM model or a PM model, 4 days a week, and the timing will very much depend on the guidance that's coming from public health. That leads us to what's happening for our students in grades 7 through 12. I am going to take my picture off the screen so you can see all of the words, because it's really important that everybody understand the model we selected, which is the flipped model. The Oregon High School and the Oregon Middle School administrative teams and leadership teams did considerable research, school visits, and a lot of discussion on what would be the best hybrid model for our students. Flipped was selected because, well, many reasons, but one of the reasons is that it provides a high level of continuity. Because even after our schools are opened in a hybrid model, there may be times when students or staff are quarantined, or even times when there could be a school closure. Consequently, we wanted to pick a model that allowed for continuity, which means that our students will be able to access their learning whether they're at home under quarantine or if they're in the hybrid model. They will be able to access recorded learning sessions. And this is how new content will be delivered. Whether you're in Oregon Online or in Phased Restart, your new content will come through recorded sessions. However, if you are in Phased Restart, you will be coming into the building for additional in-person instruction, which will be either extension of the learning that comes from the recorded sessions, or some pre-teaching or reteaching, intervention, and certainly social emotional support. So students in the phased restart model will come into school to get that additional learning support, while students who are in Oregon Online will have afternoon sessions with their teachers to provide that same level of support, but virtually. So what will that look like? Well, it's important to note that we're dividing our students for grades 7 through 12 into cohorts. Phased restart is either the B cohort or the A cohort. And then our students in Oregon Online are the C cohort. And you can see that in the schedule that you see in front of you now. Oregon Middle School, currently the students have probably about 8 classes on their schedule. So that means that if you are in cohort A, you're coming to school 2 days a week, either on Monday and Thursday, and you will have approximately 1 hour with 4 of your teachers on Monday and then the other 4 on Tuesday. If you are in cohort B, you will be in contact with 4 of your teachers on Tuesday and the other 4 on Friday. And that's when you will be doing the reteaching, the pre-teaching, the intervention, the extension, the group projects, etc. And students at the end of the day will be able to then grab their lunch if they so choose, and they would either be picked up or have transportation home. The afternoons would be for our students who are in Oregon Online. to have that same connection with their teachers, but through a virtual format. The high school, very similar. However, the high school students right now have 4 classes. Consequently, cohort A would be with their teachers, all of their teachers on Monday, and all of their teachers on Thursday. And cohort B, same thing for Tuesday and Friday. Oregon Online would be able to access their teachers for that type of support that we've been describing 2 afternoons a week. Now, while we are waiting for the numbers in Dane County to continue their decline, we really want to start ensuring that we are getting services to our students in the interim, in addition to what's happening virtually. And this has already begun in some of the schools. We hope to bring in a small number, 10% or so of our student population, in designated spaces where they can be spaced out and monitored by a paraprofessional, meaning that paraprofessional would provide support but also ensure that the safety procedures were being followed. And then students with the greatest needs related to internet or technology support or the need for a routine or a quiet environment, we'd be able to provide them those spaces. So we're working on a plan to begin doing that as soon as possible. You'll also note that we're bringing in students for mental health support, for mentorship opportunities, and some select high school lab classes will be beginning to bring in students also. Thank you for listening to the condensed version of the board meeting from Monday night. Please note that my email address is on the screen. You're always encouraged to reach out, express your opinion, ask me questions. The communication is important now more than ever. So thank you for taking the time to listen.